If I had a dollar every time someone told me that they struggle with consistency, I'd have a fully funded retirement plan and be laying by the beach. The crazy part is that almost every single person thinks it's because they're not disciplined enough. And have you ever said to yourself, I just need to be more organized. I should be more consistent with content. I should already have a better system by now. If so, this episode is for you because I'm going to show you why the problem is in your discipline and what it is instead. Hey, if this is the first time seeing me, I'm Rosemary, a holistic business coach, and I help female entrepreneurs build thriving businesses on their own terms without burning out. So I want to start by telling you this little story. I had a client who's a wellness coach, and she had 3 signature offers, and she had a small team of people to help her and a growing audience. But behind the scenes, she was launching on the fly, ghosting her newsletter, and rewriting her to-do list like every single week. Even though she sat down weekly to plan her week, for whatever reason, she would just keep changing things and she couldn't move forward. She would write her planning for the entire month, then she'd find herself trying to pivot and do something else. So by the time she came to me, she said, I think it's just that I need more discipline because I always struggle with consistency. But here's what I saw after listening to her and doing a time audit with her. She didn't need more discipline. She needed a system that actually matched her capacity, her season of life, and the way she worked best. So here's what I want you to hear today. Consistency is not about how hard you hustle, but it's about how well your system is designed to support the real you. Not the ideal version of you, not that highlight reel, but the real you who's neurodivergent, who's raising toddlers, who's highly creative and multi-talented. According to an article by Clockify, entrepreneurs lose up to 21 hours per week on context switching and misaligned prioritization. And that's not a laziness problem, that's a system problem. So I want to share with you 3 signs that your consistency isn't the issue, but your systems are. If you're nodding along so far, you might be dealing with one of these things. So the first thing might be that you're posting, ghosting, and restarting. We've all done that. It's like you get super excited, you start a new content plan, your Notion board, all of the above, and you get into a content rhythm for a few weeks, but then it never sticks. Not because you don't care, but because the system you built requires more energy than you actually have right now. Or maybe you're trying to follow someone else's playbook. And we're all guilty of that. You find yourself looking on IG for inspiration, watching countless YouTube videos, and you're like, you know what? This person to be doing this, maybe I should do it too. It will work for me. You bought a course, you followed their launch formula, and you planned out your 90 days of content. But then when it comes to actually putting the work, you freeze. That's because your body's telling you this is not aligned with how I work best. Or you're trying to do everything manually. So you're scheduling the calls, you're sending follow-up emails, you're onboarding clients and launching all of this by hand. And then you wonder why you're so exhausted before you even go to the money-making tasks. If you're thinking, yeah, but I just need to be better. I've been inconsistent my whole life. Like I need to work harder. Let me stop you right there. You are not inconsistent. You are adaptable. And you've been adapting to systems that weren't necessarily built for you. And that's not failure. That's survival. I see this all the time. Brilliant creatives who stop promoting their program halfway during a launch because they're like, it's just not working, or they're exhausted from doing everything themselves. Or a mom of 2 who keeps telling herself that she just has bad time management, but really she's planning her business around a fantasy capacity because she doesn't have the actual bandwidth for it. Or the coach who wants to write weekly emails but feels blocked because the system she set up requires her to be in performance 24/7. If you're thinking, I like where this is going, this is the first thing I want you to do. Stop trying to fix your business with more willpower. Start by resetting your rhythm instead. So that's exactly what we're doing inside the 21-day CEO reset. If you hear me talk about the reset and you're wondering, okay, what are you talking about? Then let me break it down. The 21-day reset is a free experience I created for women entrepreneurs who are building a business but feel like they're stuck and behind on everything. I built this so that you don't sprint into the end of the year and get all crazy and overwhelmed and burn out, but really focus on making intentional steps that bring you closer to your goals. This is not a course, it is not a boot camp, and definitely not a 10x your business in 10 days kind of thing. Here's what you can expect. Daily prompts with short audios to help you reset how you work, plan, and make decisions in your business. Emails with real coaching, strategy, shift, and reflection tools. So you're not just learning, but you're also integrating. And a low pressure community where we share wins, get unstuck, and move forward. Each week has a theme. Week 1, realignment. Week 2, action and simplification. And week 3, momentum and systems for growth. You don't need to do more. You just need to take the right next step with the right support. So this reset will do exactly that for you. So if you're curious, it is totally free and you can join us and start at any time. This reset is not about doing more. It's about doing what actually moves the needle with less friction. So here's a mini prompt for you. What feels heavy right now in your business? Is your current system built for your reality or the past version of you? And what's one small step that you can make this week? Thank you so much for watching. If this resonated with you, then make sure to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and share it with a friend who might need to hear this too.